Well, if any UFC division has multiple boogeymen right now, perhaps it is 135 pounds for the men, but Merab Dvalishvili, given the wrestling, given the pace, is a fight that I would think a lot of bantamweight contenders would try to avoid. Yeah, I mean, it must be so upsetting and so frustrating to fight Merab, because Merab is just on you. He's on you like a wet blanket. He wants to take you down. He wants to pressure you. He wants to make you work the entirety of the fight. It's so fun for a guy like me to watch because I love wrestling, but to be his opponent would be an absolute nightmare. This guy is a monster. Volume takedowns doesn't even begin to describe it, right? It makes for a suffocating night at the office to face Merab Dvalishvili. We'll see how his opponent fares tonight. All right, the UFC Hall of Famer Khabib Nurmagomedov getting back on the proven ground here tonight. And a new look corner, is that Hasbulla there? Yeah, I mean, Hasbulla is in the corner with Khabib. Khabib loves him. He's always talking about him. He spends time with him. But the one thing is, while Hasbulla is there, Khabib Nurmagomedov's approach will not change. This guy is an absolute grinder, man. He is just a dog. He will go forward, get in your face, hit him. You will not deter Khabib Nurmagomedov from accomplishing the ultimate goal, and that's keeping that 0 on the right side of his record. And if you're Javier Mendez, you just got to make sure that you let Hasbulla get in there between rounds. Little guy's got a lot to say. Khabib Nurmagomedov, ready to add to his appreciable legacy here tonight. Our tail of the tape now for this lightweight championship fight. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Lightweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Merab the Machine Dvalishvili. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Lightweight Champion of the world, Khabib the Eagle Nurmagomedov. Herb Dean, our third man in the octagon for this one. All right, so here is the wrestler slash grappler, the Team Sarah Longville rep, Merab Dvalishvili, one of several Georgian fighters that have emerged over the last several years, and you got to think you're going to get a takedown attempt here early in this round, DC. Merab doesn't make any bones of
taking for a ride. Nice double leg, nice finish.
Big combination here of ground and pound strikes. Nice work by Nurmagomedov.
Very active off of his back. Lands a beautiful strike from the bottom.
Nurmagomedov's in half guard.
Now he's going full mount. He's got to be careful here. Nice shot there by the champ.
Side control. All right, north-south position now, DC. We'll see how he chooses to advance from here. Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Nurmagomedov. All
right, half guard now. Not a fighter you want in half guard against you. For the bottom fighter, what does he need to do?
He needs to secure his underhook. He's got to be fighting for underhook. One of the most key things you can do as a bottom fighter stuck in half guard is try to frame. You frame and push your opponent away from you. By pushing him away from you, he will then want to come back into you.
Right.
It's like when I push you back, you want to go forward. So as he comes forward, hand goes off the face, let it slip into an underhook, build up to your elbow, then go chase your single leg. This is high-level grappling, John, from a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt named Daniel Cormier.
All right, feet on the hips here. Midway through round one.
Great ground and pound by this man.
Oh, and another punch on the ground gets through. May need some defense here. He's having his way with him here. Nurmagomedov's going for the sub here. Looks to me like he's got that submission. Oh, I thought he was gonna go out. Instead, he escapes and reverses.
He didn't go out, he got out. Great job defensively by the fighter.
Oh, well placed with the hammer fist there by Dvalishvili. So the crowd absolutely loving it as these fighters work their way back to the feet.
The fighters are back to their feet now, and they can take in the applause because they deserve it after that grappling exchange.
Man, DC, his hands look good. A lot of volume, a lot of accuracy tonight.
He's doing a great job being accurate, but he's also very fast. Look at the hand speed, right?
Oh, nice judo toss for him there. Dvalishvili's in half guard. All right, trying to pass here. As Glover Teixeira might say, not today.
Not today. Great job of following with the hips, keeping those legs locked and keeping them in full guard. Oh, good defense, yes.
Well, he's staying pretty effective here, fighting off of his back. Nice strike landed there by the bottom by Nurmagomedov.
Great defense by the defensive fighter.
While working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Dvalishvili. These ground strikes really started to add up. There's another one. Oh, he reversed position there on the ground, and he's now in the dominant position. Oh, great reversal to top position by Dvalishvili. All right, so pretty good damage here with the ground and pound. Nothing superficial about these strikes. They are intending to harm.
Oh, yeah, he's landing very accurately, and he's landing to get damage off.
Nurmagomedov getting absolutely worked here from the top. These are some very effective ground and pound strikes. 20 seconds to go in round one. Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Dvalishvili. Final seconds here of round one. Dvalishvili going to work here from guard. Nice combination there. Everything he throws is with fight-ending intentions. Postures up now and lands a devastating strike to the head. All right, that is it for that round, and Dvalishvili's got a real significant cut above the eye. We'll see if the cut man can stop the bleeding. All right, so he survives to the stool, but he's going to need a plastic surgeon on Monday. Let us show you some of the strikes that caused that damage above the eye.
Just beautiful striking on display. He found the target constantly. He opened up a big cut above the eye, and now he sees that he's got a wounded opponent in front of him. He is going to target that eye even more in this next round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, let's get to round two. Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. Well, you don't want to say Khabib has fallen in love with his striking, but he certainly is boxing more than he did early on in his UFC career. Now we'll see if he can follow it. There's the single. Hammer fist here by Nurmagomedov. All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Oh, you gotta love the ground and pound strikes here.
This is where he wants to be.
Takes his back now. Thought about a joke, instead flattens him out. And now he's got a lot of options offensively, champ.
Yeah, he's got all the options available to him. Now he just has to get all that hip pressure into his opponent's back and just start raining down ground and pound.
And if you're the bottom fighter, better start intelligently defending yourself.
Oh, now he's attacking arm triangle.
Oh, tense moment here. That arm triangle's tight.
Now he's in trouble. He's gonna go to sleep. Let's work.
Oh, somehow he got out.
That was beautiful. Look at how he brought his hips up in the air, used his momentum to swing himself back to his chest being facing the mat. What a beautiful display of submission defense. I mean, way to stay aware and stay safe defensively.
Khabib's right back to the full mount here. Nice positional control here.
Oh, nice.
3 minutes to go. Working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you gotta be careful here. Landing strikes nicely here from top position. Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over, John, and then he just gets up.
Oh, he's got it locked in.
He's got that arm triangle deep.
Oh, he got out. How good is that?
This guy is so aware. He never leaves anything long to allow for himself to get sub.
All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC. All right, he remains in pursuit of the submission, but the defense continues to hold up. I'm not sure he's going to be able to find a finish here.
In MMA today, guys are so well-rounded. They're so gifted. It's hard to just lock up a submission, but he continues to try. And in those efforts, he has given himself a chance to win this fight.
I've never been submitted.
You never have? Nope. Lucky guy. I have.
And very effective with the ground and pound.
Fight.
Under 2 minutes to go in our second round. Well, a really good second round for him thus far. After a somewhat lackluster first round, he has found the rhythm and found his striking range. Scary proposition.
Oh, he jumped guillotine right away.
Oh, that is tight. Could be the beginning of the end.
Oh, man, that was slick.
Now the hammer fist here by Dvalishvili. All right, so look at that. A cut has been opened around that eye area.
He's taking shots over and over again to that area, and now he's dealing with a cut.
Pretty good work with the strikes here off of his back by Nurmagomedov. Fighter trying to pass here, ooh, but gets denied.
Gets denied. Great job, great recognition of seeing what your opponent was trying to do.
Dvalishvili's in half guard.
There it is. Now he's running him out. Big right hook there by the champ.
45 seconds remain in the round.
Great defense by this fighter.
All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
30 seconds to go in this one.
30 seconds left.
Nicely done.
Massive shot from the top.
Another ground and pound strike gets home. All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra pop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man. I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there.
Right.
Very dangerous. But if you are there, you have to be winning. The position of the underhook opens up so many opportunities for you to either escape or sweep.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Here we go, third round of this championship fight. All right, next round is underway, and man, is that guy hard to submit. It looked like it was close, but close doesn't work anymore.
Almost doesn't count. And for as close as he was, he didn't get the job done. And again, that is because he's so good at defending submission. If you're going to be a wrestler, if you're going to be a guy that engages a lot on the ground, you've got to be able to defend submission. Getting them out here.
Continuing to stay busy here on the ground. Dvalishvili's in half guard now. All right, right into side control. Upper body strength figures to be put to good use here.
Yes, absolutely. And you got to look for his opponent to turn back into him. He should chase guillotine, but the opponent turns to the opposite side. He can take his back, throw his hooks in, try to choke, or flatten him out and just go for the finish.
Oh, great ground shot there, and that one opened him up. Oh, this could be over soon. A lot of top pressure being applied here.
Once he got him cut, he recognized where he needs to be throwing these shots, and once again, he lands right on that cut.
Striking pretty well from the bottom here. All right, he's sort of hanging out here unguarded, DC. Not sure if he's trying to bait him in or what, but not great body language here. Nurmagomedov's back in half guard.
Right now, it looks like he may be trying to set up an arm triangle choke. He needs to secure the left arm, push it across, and secure it with his head. Oh, he's getting submitted.
Oh, somehow, some way he got out.
These guys are back and forth, but the submission defense wins this transition.
All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. Dvalishvili's able to transition back to side control now. Oh, lands with the ground and pound strike. Well, shades of Anthony Showtime Pettis against Tony Ferguson, just masked in blood. This is not looking good.
Yeah, it was like all Ferguson fighters, right? He would just destroy people. And that's exactly what he looks like right now. He looks like he has been on the receiving end of all the elbows thrown by Tony Ferguson. His cut is really bad.
Looked like it did stun him a little bit.
He got him hurt bad here.
Dvalishvili's able to protect the eye there with that block. Nice job with his fight awareness there to raise the guard. Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue. And now some separation. Dvalishvili's got a bruise now starting to appear on the right side of his body.
There it is again. Look at that.
Oh, punches and bunches.
Watch knees to the body.
All right, well, that swelling has essentially rendered him a one-eyed fighter, and to that end, the referee has paused the action. He calls for the ringside physician.
And here comes the doctor. The doctor's gonna take a look at him, check out the swelling, give him the old finger test to see if he can see his opponent in front of him and decide whether or not he can continue.
Looks as though the doctor is going to allow the fight to continue for the athlete. May want to raise the guard a little bit.
He's got to raise the guard. He's got to take some chances because he's very limited in what he can do right now with that much slow.
All right, well, this fighter was bullish in his desire to continue, and the doctor is going to afford him that opportunity as the referee gets us back underway.
This guy's a fighter, man. This guy doesn't want to lose a fight on the stool. He wants an opportunity to go out there and go out on his shield. And that's exactly what he's getting. He's getting a chance. And as a fighter, that's all you can ask for.
And you know fans don't like doctor stoppages, so they are thrilled.
They start booing. And sometimes the guy's eye is hanging off the side of his head.
All right, 45 seconds now to go in the round. Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Nurmagomedov. Oh, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. 20 seconds left. Final seconds of round 3.
Now potentially working on a submission instead.
Oh, good technique there. He's got the triangle choke locked in. Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. How about this fight, folks? You see, he was nearly caught in a submission there right at the end of the round. Saved by the bell. So back to the stool. Mentally probably not in a great place here. We'll see if he can recover and get himself back into this fight. All right, we'll re-rack some replays from the previous round as they attend to that pretty nasty cut in his eye area.
You got to lock in defensively, man. You cannot be out there just fighting. His opponent is too high level to try to fight him with his ego. Now he's dealing with a nasty cut over his eye. Why do you need another thing to manage when you already got one of the best fighters in the world in front of you?
You ready? You ready?
We have arrived at the 4th round fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, so here we go with the 4th round of a possible 5, and a lot of fighters change up their training camp when they're fighting 5 rounds versus 3.
Yeah, you got to change it up. You have to mix things up because fighting for an extra 10 minutes is not normal. Guys don't do this normally. It's a 15-minute fight, so you have to do things physically and also mentally to make sure that you're ready to go that extra 10 minutes.
Dvalishvili's cut is only getting worse, making a nice donation to the canvas tonight. Well, he's on his back, but he's landing. Well, we'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here. Print the shirts, ground and pound.
Oh, right into mount.
Good work from the top here by Nurmagomedov. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Ooh, good movement to avoid that strike from the top.
All right, let's go. Work those hips. Let's go.
Beautiful transition.
Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. Oh, he reverses the position now. Nice work on the ground by Dvalishvili. Oh, working inside the closed guard now. This is no safe place against this opponent. Dvalishvili going to work here from the full guard. Nice combination of strikes, mixing it up pretty well here. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You gotta be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Dvalishvili, ground and pound from half guard. He is making these shots count. Really doing a nice job getting these shots home on the ground.
He's very accurate in the ground and pound, and it's showing because he's landing so consistently.
Oh, well, that eye is officially disgusting right now. I don't know, man. If I'm a doctor, maybe I'm thinking about getting involved.
Well, you can see him getting up out of his seat. You know, he's looking very closely at the damage on the eye. We may get him in here before the round even ends.
Lands with the ground and pound. Well, the crowd continues to react with every passing land, but if you're the referee or even the corner, somebody's got to get involved, I would think.
Somebody's got to do something. It's getting very... He's going to guillotine. You better protect your neck when you fight this guy because he's got the guillotine locked in. But if he wants to finish, he's got to lock that guard and drive his hips up into his opponent.
Oh, somehow he gets out. Fantastic submission D. Dvalishvili's pass attempt denied. Lands the ground and pound strike. Are working on the ground here. His opponent's feet on the hips. Again, not much defense there. Another ground strike gets through.
Nice reversal on the ground. Great job.
Well, this is a tough fighter to buck off. Very good pressure and work here by Nurmagomedov. All right, so he can't get it here. Again, good awareness by the defensive fighter. Dvalishvili's in half guard. Oh, the ground and pound is there. Not there yet, but might get the submission here shortly. A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control.
Changing the position.
He has done such a great job of targeting that cut that now he has his opponent in a critical situation.
Under a minute to go in round 4.
This is a terrible position.
Stay calm, keep those hands up.
Come on, let's get busy. We got 30 seconds left. Rain down punches.
Final seconds of the round. 20 minutes down, potentially 5 to go. All right, so that round is in the books. Dvalishvili's eye is in rough shape. I mean, I would just probably quit, but he's not going to do that. But I would not be surprised if the ringside physician did come in and take a look at that here between rounds. All right, DC, we'll get a few clips of the damage done in that previous round. That eye continues to be the main target.
I mean, he is getting hit in this position, and it's all about now where is the cut? Is it above the eye? Is it below the eye? But every time you get hit in that area, it is going to sting, and the bleeding will then cause issues to your sight. He's got to change something.
Ready.
5th and final round.
Looks like that one landed. Beautiful body kick.
Always be closing. Busy in the clinch here, the punch is good. And a nice job at least staying upright on that. Oh, straight punch, it's there again. Dvalishvili's an absolute mess. Referee might have caught an eye of the ringside position right there. They might stop this fight. Single leg takedown. All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man. I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there.
Right.
Very dangerous. But if you are there, you have to be winning the position of the underhook. It opens up so many opportunities for you to either escape or sweep.
All right, side control now. Nurmagomedov's in half guard. All right, feet on the hips here. Oh, now trying to isolate an arm, DC.
He needs to move his hips back to cover. He cannot allow him on that angle because the guy hit armbar.
Wow, he's out. The fight's gonna continue.
Oh my goodness, I thought it was over. I thought this fight was over.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Nurmagomedov.
Another strike gets through from the top position. That was a swift transition.
Oh, outstanding combination of ground and pound punches here by Nurmagomedov.
Now he's going full mount. He's doing a really good job putting himself in position.
Under 3 minutes now to go in the fight. Oh, he's setting up for a submission now. Oh, he's got the submission locked in now.
Great job maintaining position over submission. Very smart. Great fight IQ. Now he's got good body position, yup.
All right, half guard position here. We'll see what he can do with it. A lot of weapons at his disposal from this dominant position.
Oh, man. I feel for a wrestler, this is the most dominant position in all of fighting because wrestlers love control.
Right.
And to have your upper body free and your leg able to hold your opponent in position, it is like striking gold. build your posture, throw your punches, big damage with this. Always control the far side underhook. This is a great position for a top fighter. Nice shots landing from the top position. Another ground and pound strike lands for this man.
Dvalishvili's in half guard. Ooh, right in. Nurmagomedov's going for a joke here.
Now it's tight. There it is.
Oh, flattens him out now. This could be the beginning of the end.
That was nice.
Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start. There it is. Now he's on him out. In the half guard.
Side control now. 1 minute to go in the fight. Fighter able to reverse position on the ground and gain a dominant position. Nicely done. Dvalishvili's pass is denied. Nice strike from bottom position. Dvalishvili's in half guard now.
Getting him out here. Great submission defense.
Dvalishvili's back in full mount. All right, so they came in unquestionably the two best in the world in this division, and they showed you exactly why here tonight. A lot of people may think the challenger did enough. For me, slight lean to the champion to retain his title.
I agree with you, John. I thought the champion did just enough to keep his belt. And this has nothing to do with you got to beat the champ to get the belt. No, the champion outworked him in the big spots, and he should retain his title.
The official decision is in. Bruce Buffer has it.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score the contest 50-45. For the winner by unanimous decision, and still the undisputed UFC lightweight champion of the world, Khabib the Eagle Nurmagomedov.
All right, so judges' scorecards needed. Not often the case when Khabib Nurmagomedov competes, but he gets it done by decision and keeps that O in the loss column.
And if you want to win a decision, you want it to look like this. You want it to look dominant. He looked dominant tonight in all areas of mixed martial arts. There is no question who is going to get their hand raised tonight when they get to the center of the octagon.